Hello, and welcome to English for Everyone, where we practice real-life American English. Today we're going to learn to avoid some important mistakes, so let's get started. First, this is not correct.
I think that doesn't make any sense and it just wastes people energy.
I cannot say people energy. I have to use a possession and say people's energy. So it's correct to say it just wastes people's energy. I cannot say people energy. I have to use a possessive and say people's. Or I can say it's a waste of energy, and I can use waste as a noun. Fighting is not worth it. It's a waste of energy. So I can say it wastes people's energy, or I can say it's a waste of energy. This is more common. Fighting is not worth it. It's a waste of energy. Let's practice. Is fighting worth it? That's right, fighting is not worth it. Is it a waste of energy? That's right, it's a waste of energy. This is also not correct.
I'll take this course, I'll do my homework, I'll do other things in English, and I'll prove you that I can become advanced in 30 days. Challenge accepted.
I cannot say, I'll prove you that I can become advanced in 30 days. We cannot use prove in this way. We have to use a preposition. We have to say, I'll prove to you. I'll prove to you that I can become advanced in 30 days. This is correct. I cannot say, I'll prove you that I can become advanced in 30 days. So can you ever say, I'll prove you? Sure, you can say, I'll prove you wrong. If I just have an adjective, wrong, in this case, I can use prove with no to. I'll prove you wrong. This is correct. But if I use prove with a clause after that, I have to use the preposition to. I'll prove to you that you're wrong. In this case, we have to use to. So again, I can say, I'll prove you wrong. When I have that plus a clause, I need the preposition to. I'll prove to you that you're wrong. Example, she says she's going to do 50 push-ups. These are called push-ups. And she says she's going to do 50 push-ups. But he doesn't believe her. He says she can't do it. Well, she's going to prove him wrong. She wants to prove him wrong. She wants to prove that he is wrong. Let's practice. Does she want to prove him wrong? That's right, she wants to prove him wrong. Is she going to prove him wrong? That's right, she's going to prove him wrong. She wants to prove to him that he is wrong. In this case, we use to. Let's practice. Does she want to prove to him that he's wrong? That's right, she wants to prove to him that he's wrong. This is also not correct.
This means that the decision has been made when you were angry or too passionate about something, and you probably need to rethink, you probably regret it.
I cannot say you probably need to rethink. After rethink, we need an object. Rethink what? You can use the pronoun it. You probably need to rethink it. We have to use an object after the verb rethink. We cannot say you probably need to rethink. We have to say, you probably need to rethink it. Example, she wants to go on vacation. She wants to go to Alaska in winter. She probably needs to rethink her decision. We need the object, her decision, after rethink. She probably needs to rethink her decision. Or I can use the pronoun it. She probably needs to rethink it. But I cannot say she probably needs to rethink. Rethink what? We need an object, either her decision or the pronoun it. Example, she wants to go on vacation and she wants to go to Alaska in winter. What do you think? Does she need to rethink her decision? That's right, she probably needs to rethink her decision. Does she need to rethink it? That's right, she probably needs to rethink it. Again, I cannot say she probably needs to rethink. I have to have an object. She probably needs to rethink her decision, or she probably needs to rethink it. This is also not correct.
Tip of the iceberg. An easily visible part of a larger problem. So if you make mistakes in present simple tense, that means it's just the tip of the iceberg, because probably you're making mistakes in other tenses, and that's a larger problem. Tip of the iceberg.
The tip off the iceberg? Tip off? That's a phrasal verb. She doesn't mean tip off, she means tip of. So the pronunciation is important here. We have to pronounce it of, with a short closed sound. Of, tip of, the tip of the iceberg. Example, this is the tip of the iceberg. And it's an expression meaning the first thing you see, when there's a lot more that you cannot see. That's the tip of the iceberg. Example, she's crazy, and she talks to her imaginary friend. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's just the first thing you see that makes you think she's crazy. There's a lot more that makes you know that she's crazy. So that's just the tip of the iceberg. The fact that she talks to her imaginary friend. That's just the first thing you see that lets you know that she's crazy. That's the tip of the iceberg. Pronunciation. The tip of, the tip of, the tip of the iceberg. Not the tip of, or off, but of. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Let's practice. She's crazy, and she talks to her imaginary friend. Is that just the tip of the iceberg? That's right, that's just the tip of the iceberg. What about the phrasal verb, tip off? Tip off is completely different. That's why I was confused. I heard tip off the iceberg. Well, tip off is a phrasal verb, and it means when you tell the police that a crime is going to happen. You tip off the police. You tell the police that a crime is going to happen. You tip off the police. Example, she talked to the police and she told the police about a crime that was going to happen. So I can say she tipped off the police. Tip in the present, in the past, tipped. Make the t sound. She tipped off. She tipped off the police. She told them about a crime that was going to happen. Let's practice. Did she talk to the police? That's right, she talked to the police. Did she tip off the police about the crime? That's right, she tipped off the police about the crime. So remember the pronunciation difference. Tip off and tip of. Tip off is a phrasal verb, meaning to tell the police about a crime. And tip of is the point. The top point is the tip of something. This is also not correct.
But then you have to wake up at 4:30 a.m. to cook breakfast and take shower, and you're like, easier said than done.
I cannot say cook breakfast and take shower. When I say breakfast, there's no article. You cook breakfast. You don't cook a breakfast. You can say a breakfast if there's an adjective. For example, you cook a special breakfast. But if there's no adjective, you say cook breakfast. Well, what about shower? Shower is different. We have to use an article all the time. You take a shower. I cannot say you take shower. So again, it's correct to say cook breakfast and take a shower. I cannot say cook breakfast and take shower. With shower, I always need the article a. Cook breakfast and take a shower. Example, he's taking a shower right now. He's taking a shower. And for a routine, I say takes. He takes a shower every day. Let's practice. Is he taking a shower right now? That's right, he's taking a shower right now. Does he take a shower every day? That's right, he takes a shower every day. Remember, when you say shower, you have to use the article a shower. This is also not correct.
But if you feel like your English in general is still intermediate and you still need to brush up other aspects of English like grammar and reading and writing, I've created a course for you called From Intermediate to Advanced in 30 Days.
I cannot say brush up other aspects of English. In America, when we use the phrasal verb brush up, we have to use the preposition on. Brush up on something. Brush up on other aspects of English. I have to use on. I cannot say brush up other aspects of English. We say brush up on other aspects of English. It means to practice and learn something that maybe you forgot. Something that you learned, but maybe you forgot. You don't remember. You need to brush up on it. Relearn it, review it, practice it again. Example, he's taking a test tomorrow, and he needs to brush up on his English. I cannot say he needs to brush up his English. Not in America. We need on. He needs to brush up on his English because he's taking a test tomorrow. Let's practice. Is he taking a test tomorrow? That's right, he's taking a test tomorrow. Does he need to brush up on his English? That's right, he needs to brush up on his English. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, subscribe to our channel. And if you want to become a member, click the join button. And we'll see you next time.